Migration or expansion? Tonight, we investigate the Bantu-speaking people and find out what really went on.
It claims to be a millennia-long series of migrations of the speakers of the original Bantu language. It's also the diffusion of language and knowledge spread among neighboring populations. The Bantus originated in an area south of the Sahara Desert in the region around modern Nigeria.
Now you're probably asking yourself, how did this all get started? Well, don't worry, because we have the answers.
One of the reasons for this is the desertification, or the expansion of the Sahara Desert, that dried out their agricultural grasslands. Another reason is the increase in population. It grew faster, encroaching on the other lands that surrounded them. And the last reason is the introduction of new crops, such as the banana, that increased food production.
Now, one question we haven't answered yet is, who are the Bantu?
The Bantu is a large category of African languages. It is also used as a general label for 300 to 600 ethnic groups in Africa, from Cameroon east across Central Africa and Eastern Africa, all the way to Southern Africa.
Expansion is taken to have begun after the introduction of agriculture, which would indicate a date of 3000 to 2500 BC. Further early expansion within West Africa, followed first by eastwards and then southwards migrations beyond West Africa from about 1500 to 1000 BC.
It also led to the settlement and increased population in Eastern, Central, and Southern Africa. It introduced ironworking, centralized government of the type that existed in the Bantu kingdoms, and they also introduced advanced agriculture, which spread rapidly throughout the African region. And here you can see is a good picture of the migration of the Bantus and their way of life. Also, it happened in 3 phases, colored right there.
Well, this is the end of my video, but I hope you've learned more on the Bantu migrations in another investigation of history. Bye. To 2500 BC. For the early expansion within West Africa, followed first by eastwards and then westwards or southwards. Dang it! Expansion is taken to have begun after the introduction of early agriculture, which would indicate a date of about 3000 to 2500 BC. For the early expansion of West Africa, followed first by wait, what? I don't know what I'm talking about. Well, this is the end of my video, but I hope you've learned of the Bantu migrations inside and out. Until then, blah 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 blah. But I hope you've learned more about the Bantu migrations in another lecture on the history of things that I don't know what I'm talking about. More on the Bantu migrations. And, oh, come on.